All right, we're picking up Resident Evil 3 Nemesis again from last week. Very similar thing happened in the RE2 remake where I had just unlocked Mr. X and then hid in the dark room and left it for future me to handle. Doing that again. So let me get the heart rate monitor turned back on. So it's a little bit tricky getting stuff running with this PC version of the game, but we should be good to go soon. BPM, BPM, BPM. Do it. Alright. First try. Okie dokie. Well, I don't think Papa's using a win for many months at this point. We'll see. Most games take at least 3 months to win. So, do I heal? I guess it depends on how much stuff I have. Should find out what reloading powder B actually does. Oh, I don't actually have a choice to heal because I have no... I guess I've got first aid spray. I know where I have to go here. I need to go use my lockpick outside. And also maybe use the stars card, question mark? Or did I finish that? Yeah, I love that he's grown stars. That's great and awful at the same time. I hate it. Oh, he's still right there. I thought he would have been gone. I don't know why I thought that. He shoots a rocket launcher at you? Can he not have a ranged attack? Oh my god. Wow. He can still chase me between rooms? Alright, well... I don't think we're exploring anything else in the facility right now. Selling star maps. Oh, that's super... Wait, is that real? Hold on. Okay, never mind. I thought there was a red dot coming through the stream. Alright, it might take me a minute to get past this guy. At least he can't chase me into the save room. I need to at least have the lockpick on me. Learn how to make a portable save room, exactly. Oof. Oh man, this is rough because I can't press two directions at the same time with the PC controls. So it's like extra tank controls, right? Carry around a typewriter with you. This creates a bubble of safety from unkillable mobs. I don't like you at all. Does he just have infinite rockets? Oh my god, he's so fast. Man, I thought I was having trouble with Mr. X, who just like slowly, patiently moves towards you. I'm not convinced this room is safe. Now I'm not looking forward to the RE3 Nemesis remake, right? Oof. Oof and yikes. He uses a rocket launcher because he's fond of shooting stars. Oof, she's so slow now. At least I killed the dogs earlier, right? Can't wait for this remake. Uncomfortable grin. Right. A diaper around with you? They don't like typewriters. It scares them. Getting away from him is going to be really hard. I guess that was the other thing, is Mr. X wasn't that hard to juke because, you know, you didn't have tank controls. But I've got, like, tank controls plus. Oh, God! Oh, video games. I think the lockpick thing was down this way anyway, perhaps? You've used the lockpick. Perfect. Exploding barrel. Seems to suggest things. That guy looks like he's part of the map. Not a live entity. That is definitely a live entity behind it, though. Crawling on the wall. Mercenary's diary. Following 6 months of intensive training, my body's edge had returned. I was a good soldier, but they ordered my execution with no reason given. I was tortured and forced to give a false confession. But on the morning of my execution, a miracle happened. The company had helped me out, giving me a second lease on life. I ended my vacation short and returned to the HQ office. It looks like my UBCS unit's been called into action. Umbrella maintains its own paramilitary unit to counter corporate terrorism and VIP abduction. In addition, they have nightmen who specialize in handling problems caused by illegal products. Still slogging through this nightmare. There's no provisions of any kind. Rather have been executed. Death row was a heavenly asylum compared to this place. I've chosen to pull the trigger myself. Well, good. Nervous about the thing I just saw climbing on the ceiling. It was really cool, though, that it just kind of happens in the background. No shocking sound effect. Oh no. You guys are having your own long night where things are actually looking really bad. Fix with bolts. Okay. Oh my god, I can use the knife to get it off, right? Yeah. Distressingly wide space here with nothing in it. Blue herbs. Okay, that's good to know, I guess. Nice dodge. I do like the dodge system, even though I'm bad at it. Did I finish doing that? Okay. Nothing especially strange here. I love all the inspection flavor text. Like, a lot of it calls the question, like, why is there even text? There's a bus on top of a bunch of cards, nothing strange here. Stunlock is the way to do it. Okay. That might be too much ammo. Let's see. A little nervous. That guy is not part of the map, so he could get up theoretically. I will take the gunpowder bee. Bitten in the neck until he died. Hey, so because of the way I play video games, I don't think I would ever try to use the new weapon I just got, the grenade launcher, on the Nemesis. But does it actually do anything? Like, does it take him down for any reasonable amount of time? I'm wondering how many shots I need to do. It feels like it's probably better to just juke him, but he's so fast. Shit. This doesn't bite me in the butt later. Use of ammo. Charging the battery. Sure. Need to find a box soon. I really love the backgrounds in this game. They're very pretty. Did a good job with it. Talk is dead. No power for it. Please let this be a safe room. Sounds like it. I guess I'll hold on to the grenade launcher for Nemesis later if he pops up. Probably should have went with a lockpick. Takes up a lot of inventory space, though. One slot is a lot of inventory space. Okay. Here's my map. What else? I wanted to look at what Gunpowder B does. B makes shotgun shells. I do not have your shotgun yet. Okay. And there's an ink ribbon in here, it looks like, so that's good. Definitely save. Okay, I don't think I have too much else. I might be able to backtrack and grab and deposit those blue herbs. I guess I should have done that before saving, but I don't think there's any threat out this way. Since I killed all the dogs. Scary music, that was the same scary music I was playing earlier, right? So I'm not 100% sure, but I think the way the Nemesis works in this game is sort of the way he worked in like the latter part of the Leon B playthrough. I guess don't confirm or deny this yet, but in the second half of the Leon B playthrough, Mr. X would show up at scripted events, and then once you avoided him, you didn't see him for a while. Whereas at the beginning of the game, he like actually followed you through the entire police department for quite a long time until you made it out of there. Alright, so I'm going to drop off these blue herbs, and then I'm going to try to explore from there. I guess I won't worry about running back to pick them up if I die and have to reload from that save. I feel like I'm definitely going to die from the controls, though. The PC not letting me press 2 D-pad buttons at the same time. It's not that it doesn't acknowledge 2 presses at the same time, it's that it actually stops my movement if I do it. So this is me pressing up, this is me pressing right, this is me pressing up and then up right. She just stops. Which is actually worse. Like, if it just ignored it, that'd be one thing if she kept moving forward at least. But in my panic to, like, juke something, I'm probably just gonna stop dead in my tracks. God damn it. Why are there so many of you? Thank God for the dash. You guys here to eat all my ammo? I feel like they are. Maybe could have been a good opportunity to grenade launch them since they were all grouped up. I guess if I have to reload, I'll try that. I like doing puzzle flex like that, Yahan. The fight is hard if you don't do it right, and not so hard if you identify the trick to it. I think players enjoy that too. Restaurant, substation, newspaper office, gas station, trolley. Alright, so being able to go to the police department is just kind of a cute little reference to the previous game. Thing hanging on the ceiling above me. That's not cool. It's like a liquor, but a purse? Oh shit, don't miss. Oh my god. Face the enemy! Jill! So I was already facing it to shoot it, and after it grabbed her, she faced the other way. Come on. Alright.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. We're not going to bother going back and grabbing the blue herbs this time. I'm going to try grenade launchering the dogs and see if that's a bad idea. Okay, the grenade launcher is an instant kill, but it doesn't hit more than one of them at once, and it can still end very badly for me. I'm gonna let them kill me here. And then the dog tore out Jill's throat, and that was the end of her story.
Resident Evil.
I might just try to ignore these dogs. My bigger concern is I'm going to spend all these resources killing the dogs and then die to the liquor thing anyway, you know? Alright, let's just try to bolt for it here. Maybe ignoring the dogs is not going to be a valid approach. Okay. Got it. Need to shoot them to death. Probably should have popped outside, shot them to death, and then saved.
Resident Evil.
That's what I would do if I had infinite saves. But I do not. Actually, I wonder I'm gonna try the... I don't know if it accepts keyboard input when I have a joystick connected. Okay, she can walk diagonally with the keyboard. So... what's the sprint button? What's the aim button? I'm wondering if I have a situation like this, if I can temporarily switch to the keyboard to try to win. The V button? Try to use both. Press the A button! Alright, well, let's try to fight this thing. I might die. I really don't want to play this game with a keyboard, but I might have to. Shit, it's got iframes. So now I know it has iframes. I probably need to go die one more time. I should be using exactly 2 shots against that thing. Because I need the grenade launcher ammo. Hey guys, go ahead and kill me. You can do it. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can do... we'll give keyboard a try. I think it's only a few keys anyway, so maybe it's alright. Should probably figure out what the other buttons are, though. Won't allow them to win, she says. I will not use the ink ribbon. Okay, so C is confirm. Z is menu. X is aim. And then C is shoot, I think. That's weird. Alright. I don't think there's any other buttons I need, right? I need to be able to run. Should have gotten the GameCube version. I do need to figure out what the equivalent of the select button is so I can skip door animations. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Are you serious? Oops, not that. This might be terrible, we'll see. Oh, I got lucky on health that time. Very much like for that to happen again. Sounds like there's another one here somewhere, right? I'll try to go back to the controller. Looks like I can swap between them. Wonder if I can do like an auto hotkey or something for it to interpret. I might look into that after I die next here. Okay. They're dead. It only took me like 7 reloads. Still have a bunch of dogs I have to deal with. Slot into which a battery can be set. Elevator's not working, there's no power supply. Okay. There is another exit from this area, though. Wonder what the deal is with the floating There's like a thing up above me there. Scum? And then I died. Alright, I don't already have auto hotkey on this machine, but I might need it to be able to move. I can't use the keyboard very well. Alright, I'll give it another 20 minutes or so for me to try to get used to the way the D-pad works, and if I can't make it work, I'll try to look up auto hotkey. Take a short break from the stream to fix it. Something I'd have to do if I was playing it live. Too bad I didn't get a little bit further into the Nemesis fight to realize that that was going to be an issue. Okay. That went much better than it usually does. Can we get a lucky one shot off on it again? Nope. 3 shots? That's definitely not cool. Hopefully the other one dies in 1 then. Okay. Whew. Mark this thing. I guess we'll see if there's any parts of this game that are balanced, assuming that you have the ability to move forward and turn at the same time. Oh, hey man, what's up? We must channel our knowledge to the future, for it shall always show us our greater destiny. Raccoon City Mayor Michael Warren. Oh hey, some green herbs. That's exciting. Oh, what the hell is this all about? Place your wisdom here. Future's in our hands. Yeah, okay. Can I put the compass back in to make the water go back away? Okay, I can. I think I probably have to stop that electricity from arcing before I do anything with it. That's so video gamey. I love it. That's just like out in the city. Thanks, Mayor. Knock on wood, but no dropped frames yet. Oh hey, Biohazard 4. That guy that was running away is up here. Grill 13. The fact that it's suddenly silent has me extremely worried. This is a Nemesis room. City Guide. Tracks Versity. Thanks to kind and generous people of Umbrella Inc., This is a peaceful and friendly city. The vast donations from Umbrella, which have been used for welfare work, the construction of public utilities. That's why everything's like this. 92 was my 5th year as mayor of our beautiful city. I've said that through many donations and hard work, our city was able to rebuild the municipal building, create a state-of-the-art hospital. In honor of these fine accomplishments, I was awarded with the Grand Statue that same year. Came to the city as an engineer 35 years ago. I made contributions to the electric systems. Michael Warren is a crazy puzzle designing man. They're trying to explain. It's really interesting that they bother to explain it, right? Like, it's kind of weird that there's a compass water puzzle in the center of town. Like, don't worry, the guy who made it is an engineer who likes Umbrella Corp. Flammable gas is leaking. Great. That's not planned, I don't know what it is. I don't have my... Hopefully this is a safe room. Oh, that is not a safe room. It grabs me the instant I get out. Don't throw up on me. You kidding me with that shit? Can't fight them safely here. About to die again. Fight those things again. Yeah, we got a heads up that the circles avatars were coming soon. I gotta update the design of mine. Have I been here before? Looks familiar. Gotta get my lockpick back out. Already been punished just now for not having it. Alright, you got a crank in here, that's nice. Gunpowder A, yes please. Okay, so I need the lockpick and the ink ribbon. I probably should also heal. Rusted crank. At least this game passes the does it have a crank test. Not yet. Let me heal up and do all my inventory management shit first. Hex-edged crank. I can unlock the simple locks with this. Yeah, right. Got your crank design space. I already used those green herbs, son of a bitch. Needed them to not die from the zombies, and I still came out of it in red health. Okay. At least I'll have a backup save in case resources become an issue later. Shopping district. Try to hold on to my precious singleton ink ribbon. Zombies are all gone. It probably was correct to kill those zombies. Hey, fire hook. The hell is that? Let me get to the hose, maybe? This is in the shape of a hook. It must be used to hook something. Got the flaming gas in here.
What's that?
Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie.
It's
My
Carlos.
name's Carlos, Corporal of Umbrella's Biohazard Countermeasure Force. What's your name?
Jill, did you just say you belong to Umbrella's army?
Yeah, we came all the way out here to save you civilians, but the mission went bad the minute we landed.
That's not good.
Me. This way.
The hatch to fall on her toes. PS1 and N64 have a frame buffer. No, I don't know. It's a freezer. Don't tell me this is just an incorrect decision that I'm gonna drown no matter what. Oh god, he shows up instantly. Good lord. Appreciate Carlos trying over there. God, he's so fast. Custom death animations are still cool though. Let's maybe not use the fire hook just yet. Looks like hiding down the hatch is not the best idea. Yeah, I wonder if I can blow up the area. I don't have any fire though. I'm not super informed on that loot effect. What would a frame buffer do? I feel like there was a setting for that in like Super Nintendo emulators. Let's do this fire hook thing dead last. I guess I can go grab the hook. Hi, Ben. Well, no, because it's in the same room. It's not going to help me to grab it now. Each pixel could be written to separately by writing into some kind of memory. Oh, Nintendo, Super Nintendo were sprite tile based, my bad. So you could have parts of the screen that you never had to write to because they were effectively fixed, like the backgrounds in this game. Oh my god, look at this thing. Well, I know where one of the gems is. So I can go place that. Get it out of my stash. And you're definitely doing a good job of destroying that couch. One of those things I'm very grateful for, that Andrea doesn't give a shit about the fact that the cats scratch up the couch. Like, I'm sure there are people in the world that care about that kind of thing. I'm really glad she doesn't, because I don't. It would be difficult for me to process. If you're the sort of person that cares about your upholstery getting ruined by pets, then more power to you if you can make it work. Machines don't have direct frame buffer access, so it interferes with GPU operations. I guess what's something you could do with it? Is it a resource saving tool ultimately? Oh wait, I think I'm going backwards. Hold on. I think the sign says Mo Money. Not enough to make the device work. That's how I get to City Hall. Could draw arbitrary graphics. So it might help with the issue where, like on the NES, there's only so many sprites that are allowed to be on the screen at a moment. Which is why you can only fire the 3 lemons at a time in Mega Man. I see. Press building. I get nervous whenever we go somewhere and it's quiet. I will take... Oh, but now it's going to cover my glorious Singleton ink ribbon. Fine. Why do I need that? She can't reach. Okay, she can. Photo B, a close-up shot of a zombie. It says scoop on the backside. Okay. Hi, Benedict. You precious little guy. Oops. I'll try to push this thing. NES had 2 kilobytes of RAM, which wasn't enough to store every pixel on the screen. So sprites were a way to cheat that. You'd have like a sprite database and the game would fetch that instead of drawing each pixel of each sprite. Aw, you're so cute, Ben. Power has been restored. Well, that didn't work too well. I'm gonna need the hose. Ben, you're sitting right on my hand. I'll pet you a little bit, okay? Don't fucking kiss me. The incident in the Arclay Mountains uncovered. I believe we've heard the term Arclay before. Was that where the is that where the mansion was in the first game? No, I'm completely into it with effects. You never need to tone anything down. This is all topics are allowed chat other than like spoilers for stuff we haven't done yet. All right, Ben. If that's comfortable for you, that works for me. You're only just barely sitting on my arm. Alright, I feel like I should save after all that. I do have an okay number of ink ribbons. This is probably fine. Let me guess, it's A and B to make a grenade launcher ammo. Oh, A, B don't combine at all. Huh. C is grenade rounds. Graphics memory and the graphics processor on the main board ran at a higher speed than the CPU. Its fixed functions don't need to be a general purpose processor. I see. I will use the ink ribbon. The sprite memory thing makes sense. That way you can say, okay, I know that these are all of the things that I'm ever going to want to draw in the entire game, and just call them. And you can get 16 by 16 pixels or whatever the minimum sprite size is for each operation instead of 1 pixel per operation, right? Newspaper, office, restaurant. Save room. Did I not actually go in the restaurant? No, I did. That dude who, like, ducked away from me. Don't think it was Carlos. I know, right? Sometimes I think about how far technology has progressed, and it really blows my mind. That's sort of like thinking about the processing power we had for the Apollo missions, right? Versus what's on everyone's phone right now. I don't know, I believe really strongly in limitations breed creativity. I think we can definitely see that. I don't think that means that modern games aren't able to be creative, but definitely they're not as tight because they don't have to be, right? You can see that in app development a lot, that apps use way more memory than they ought to because they haven't been optimized, because they can count on every user having gigabytes of memory. You're hoping your character dies so you can roll a new one. That's fair. Because you could just tell the DM that you're interested in re-rolling. Like it's a development platform meant to have the same limitations? That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Rolling characters is like the most fun part about City of Heroes. The game itself is pretty fun, but there's a reason why everybody has like 20 alts. Definitely know that feel. Alright. Do I want to / should I go back and kill those dogs? I did just save. It's not that far of a run. Bye, Ben. It was very nice. That's super neat. I feel like I've played a couple games that were developed using those sorts of tools. It's a game I played one time that tried to like ape the sprite style, but not the sprite limitations. I think it was called like 1001 Spikes or something. I didn't think that game was terribly good. Okay. It's a useful map to have. How many bullets do I have to kill these dogs with? I think I need like 5 to 6 per dog. I'm also going to be in this area a lot, so... Big oof. Alright, well, I didn't take that much damage. Shovel Knight tried to keep with colors per sprite. Didn't have sprites per row. Did they do colors per or palette per screen? Because I remember that being an issue. That like you'd have to have a specific palette for stages, so you couldn't break the rule. How did they make changing Mega Man's weapons work, where he changes his sprite color? Was there some shenanigans to do that? Alright, doggos are dead. So need to get that hose. I could try using the crank on it. I feel like that's the sort of thing you use a crank for, but give it a shot. Change the palette, okay. They changed an entire palette just for Mega Man, because it wouldn't, I don't think it ever changed the color of the map when you would do that, right? I need a battery. Well, I guess a car battery maybe isn't the same thing. It's a palette buffer which gave the code for each 2-bit code. I see. I'm gonna make sure I rule out missing anything important all the way back here, because I can pick up those, one of those blue herbs and deposit it. Confirm for my sanity I can't use the crank on the bolts. Okay. Just making sure. I don't think there's too many other places I could go. I can go back to the Raccoon City Police Department, but that seems not productive. Go try to find that red door. I don't know what that is, now that I have the lockpick. Oh, there's one of those... Right, I saw it crawling behind me. That's a way to punish me to try to backtrack. Guess I saved somewhat recently. Could hope that the grenade launcher one-shots it, but then I won't have it later for actual progression. Maybe I shouldn't mess around with it now. Could also just try to juke it, but that seems rough with the controller issue I have right now. Hunter liquor thing. Okay, I think I have to go deal with the Nemesis. I don't think I've got a choice. I can try hiding in the kitchen this time instead of going downstairs, down the ladder. There may have been something outside. I'm gonna check here in a second. Just a closed gate. Okay. Thought I saw an item on the ground. Oh, growing blue herbs, right. Forgot that was a thing. I want to say that was in the RE1 remake. I don't remember if it was in the Resident Evil 2 base game or not. The 98 game. The RE1 remake came out in what, 2002? It's wild that it was 2 years after this one. I guess it's 2 years after the PC release, but it's still a pretty short window. Alright, trying to decide if I want to bring anything for dealing with douchebag here. Could start using the shotgun. and just making a bunch of shotgun ammo. I can use that to one-shot zombies, right? Four available pallets, which each sprite could choose between. So maybe I'm misremembering, but I felt like there were stages where, like, aside from the player character and the enemies, like the map always stuck to exactly one palette and it would never change mid-level. You'd have to get to the ice level to see blue, because then they would switch the entire palette for the stage. I'm trying to think if they can come up with an NES game that breaks that rule. Alright, let's do this thing with the Nemesis. May as well. It's hard to scroll across those palette switches.
What's that? No way! How did he find me? Over here!
Oh, that's much better than... So there's a correct answer on all of these,
Are you
apparently.
crazy? You could have barbecued both of us.
Is he actually dead, though? No, there's no way. Yes, I will take the Eagle Parts A. Thank you very much. Scope and a slide. Weapon cannot be made from parts alone. So maybe that's why in the old school Mega Man games, I think you always had to go into your menu screen in order to switch abilities. It wasn't until the later titles that you could press the shoulder buttons, or press a button to swap it without going to the menu. So maybe it had like a quick black frame. There might actually be nothing of worth down here at all. That's interesting. Maybe the freezer matters away later. His chest has been ripped and torn apart. So the main difference now is I've got Carlos with me. He's back! It's good to know. Oh, it takes her a while to get up. You have to spam buttons. Thanks, Carlos. Should have just left.
Something. Why did Umbrella send your team here?
Our mission is to rescue the civilians.
How kind of you. Considering Umbrella caused all this in the first place, those liars!
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands.
It can open
No time for
doors?
talking. If you can believe me, then join us. Think about it.
Shit. Why is he so fast? And then I die. I'm trying to think when my last save was. I think it was a while ago.
Resident Evil.
The rest of the screen is black, I see. So like, the yellow demon or whatever. Game over a lot in this playthrough. I just wish there was a medium difficulty mode, you know? Oh, I made all those shotgun shells before that sucks. Oh well. I was on to the pistol for now, I guess. I think I have to shoot the dogs again, maybe? Balls have been moving across her sprites. That's clever. Couldn't move by scrolling.
How did he find me?
Hide in the kitchen, leave immediately after we loot him.
Over here.
Stars.
Are you crazy? You could have barbecued both of us.
Go beat Svinza, are you crazy? I said go around. Wait, can I not loot him last time? There we go. Hey, thanks for the follow, Jabez. Welcome. Oh shit. I needed to exit the other way, I guess. There's still dogs out this way.
I need to ask you something. Why did Umbrella send your team here?
Our mission is to rescue the civilians.
How kind of you. Considering Umbrella caused all this in the first place, those liars!
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands.
Different effect this time.
No
But
time
then he
for
pieces out, right? Oh, I didn't realize I could skip. Okay, because I'd already seen that. I do like that he's got a theme. Oh my god, he's so fast. Get in the save room. Oh my god. Alright, well, I can save after that now, at least. Didn't end up taking any damage. Hey, Agony, how you doing? It's brutal. I'm really impressed with it. Like, it does a very good job at what it does, but it's brutal. It's interesting, because after opening that hatch, nothing has changed. Yeah, Nemesis choke contest. I don't think I've been through that door. I could try doing that. So I gotta get out of this room, hang a right, go straight, and keep running straight. He's about to get me, though. Ow. God, it takes her forever to get up after that. Oh right, I can't open that yet until I get the other gem. He's gonna kill me. It's okay, I just saved. Don't think I can do anything in the newspaper office. I think if we have another session, I'm gonna try to figure out auto hotkey. Oh my god. Backdraft. Yeah. He even does the somebody thing when he slams to the door. What happens if he doesn't eat for a long time? He starves. I like it. I didn't realize I could run through here before I triggered him. Hey, there's the other gem. Okay. Oh my god, are you serious? I'm dead. I don't think I have any way out of this. I'd love to get to that narrow path. Yeah, I could. At least he threw me behind him, right? Fault in our stars. Touching the fire actually hurts you in this game. I bet there's more items in there that I could still get. Kicking back with reading glasses. Yeah. Having the music is great. I like the Mr. X music in Resident Evil 2 Remake as well. Should have done all this exploration before triggering asshole. Hopefully he doesn't follow me into the city hall, but that's probably hoping too much. I don't think I needed to do the firehook thing at all. I didn't make anything good. I guess I met Carlos. He was kind of useless. And bailed at the first sign of trouble. Pay your taxes, they provide for the safety and well-being of our special town. Actually, given how useless triggering him was, later I might think about loading an earlier save. And these are both new areas I haven't visited. It's interesting, I feel like this game is kind of leaning into the whole mastery thing I was talking about with the franchise. That the way you get good at Resident Evil isn't necessarily being adept at the controls and more at just knowing what's going to happen. So the whole make a choice thing, do you climb down the ladder or not thing, is sort of them expecting you to be playing the choose your own adventure game and holding your finger on the page as you flip forward and go like, oh shit, I die if I do that. Let me reload and try it the other way, right? Guys, get up, busy. I get flanked. So those are like actual entities rather than elements of the map. Okay, I can't hit him yet. There he goes. Exclamation point, oh my god. Well, the other way might have been a better way to explore first, I don't know yet. Probably gonna die. Something Onishi Corporation. Oh hey. Hopefully I can make it to a save point with these, because I have a couple red herbs in my storage box. Thank you, exploding barrel. Made that much easier. Oh, this is where the game started, isn't it? Shit. Able to turn around, that's nice. Too bad I didn't get the free kills against these two. And hitting that exploding barrel. It's not working anymore. This is a battery. Mechanics memo. Know you're intimidated by your new job, Kevin. Let me tell you how to make sure that you and your trains get along just fine. These carriages are made in 1968 and then imported from Europe. Sometimes they get rickety. Still work because they're simple, stubborn, and strong. You can always depend on them. If they have a bad day and are malfunctioning, you need to take a good look at their circuits for any trouble. Sure, you'll be able to avoid those nasty little malfunctions if you check the parts every day. Yeah, this guy is really hammering this point in, isn't he? Hope I don't come out of this message and Nemesis just shows up. Never forget, Kevin, that a man may betray others, but a machine won't. And Kevin is getting a written beatdown there.
You're one of the survivors from the rescue team, right? I just ran into your teammate, Carlos.
How did a girl like you manage to survive?
Hey, I'm
Stargazing.
no ordinary civvy. I'm a member of STARS.
Stars? You mean the RPD Special Force Team?
Hey, is someone wounded back there?
Don't tell people you're with Stars. The giant monster that Umbrella made that's trying to kill you says Stars over and over.
Get ready! Fire! Fire! Stay together!
Calm down.
The Slavic
You're safe now.
Umbrella team.
Everything is gonna be okay.
No, don't come any closer. Stay away.
Some of the parts are out of order. The power cable is disconnected. The fuse is broken. The mixed oil has been used up. Okay. I have the power cable. I need more of those things. Nemesis should have just gone into astrophysics.
So, Jill, did you decide to help us
We're
out?
cable
It looks
broadcasting,
like we're
right?
the only ones who survived. We should work together.
No, we can't trust her.
Guess maybe this was a plot change from me meeting Carlos.
Why? But Sergeant, we need her help. Our unit's down to you, me, and Lieutenant Mikhail. That's it. And Mikhail's hurt bad. If we don't cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
Fine. Then let's go over our plan. We're moving to the clock tower area, which is the designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal, the chopper will fly in and pull us out.
That's a lot of ground to cover. I don't think we can make it on foot.
The main problem we have is that the landing zone is cut off from here by the fire. So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it. Fortunately, we can also use it as a moving shield to get us through the worst areas.
That works
That
for
sounds
me.
nice.
Good plan. Sir,
Okay, people, let's get moving.
Jill, put this on.
Costume change. That's exciting. Does that give me extra inventory slots? It does, thank God. Okay. I will take the wrench, and I think I know where to use that. This is a one-way door, I assume. Earnestly cheesy, exactly. Oh, that's an actual dead end. I guess this wasn't where I started. I thought it was. Well, I needed the wrench to be able to get to the hose, so I should be able to do that now, which is exciting. Just not bother with you guys at all. Hopefully I can make it back to a save point, because I made some good progress and I can deposit these green herbs. Or have to deal with Mr. Nemesis. Oh, I sure will take the shotgun shells. With gusto. At least something here is well maintained. It's because of that guy's supervisor. Kevin's supervisor, right? It looks like a puzzle statue, but I don't think I can actually reach it. Oh, now there's zombies? I don't have the shotgun on me, do I? No. God. Do not! I'm so close to dead. I might have to just use these green herbs. But I have all the red herbs in my storage box that I can't use. I think they're all dead. Okay. Basically out of handgun ammo. Dang, kicked his head off. So I didn't die from that. Oh, I unequipped it. Shit. Okay, he actually died from all that. Just want to make it back to a save so I can make some green red herb. I don't think it's going to happen though. We're doing Code Veronica after this. We're doing all the main series, numbered games, Code Veronica. I think one of the Umbrella Chronicles games. There's like a couple of them, but I think you only have to play one of them. I want to say one of the Revelations games, I think. Basically, any of them that have a Metacritic score higher than a 75, or which are important to the series. So what was Resident Evil Online? All I know about that is the Penny Arcade comic making fun of it. I'll tell you if we find any chicken doors. Oh, you meant RE0. Never mind. Yeah, RE0 is on the list. I forget which point in the series we're playing it. I think we're doing it chronologically. When did that come out relative to all the other titles? So after 4? There was actual talk about making a Resident Evil Online. I think that's why there's that Penny Arcade comic making fun of it. Before 4, but after Code Veronica? Okay. Like, the remake did really well, and they're like, let's keep making Resident Evil stuff for GameCube, because people dig it. There's a hex-shaped hole, okay. So I've got some places I can go to. And I got a red herb. So now I won't die in one hit. I think the only save point I have access to, unfortunately, is beyond Nemesis lines, though, so that kind of blows. Zero's in the style of the remake. Cool. I really like that remake. I think both it and the RE2 remake were basically perfect for what they were setting out to do. Oh god! What is back there? Anything that matters? a PC HD release of the Zero remake. So switch to the shotgun after this. Get off me! Kick his head off! Thank God for that quick turnaround. It's hard to execute, but... I wonder if them grabbing your foot can actually kill you or not. I wonder if there's a death animation for them grabbing your toe. Alright, there's some herbs in there at least. Just walking in the wall there, buddy. Oh, lots of herbs. I dig it. Whatever this statue is. Alright, I have enough space for all that. What does this statue do? Bronze statue of Raccoon City Mayor Michael Warren. There's a switch. Sure. It's holding something. Bronze book. I know where to take that at least. Bronze-made book-shaped object. It says, given knowledge on it. Alright, so we're really far from a save point, and I'm about to run through an area that's full of John Q. Nemesis. So I'm a little nervous about that. I'm also out of ammo. Let me try to plan out what I'm doing here. We're not going this way, although there's probably still stuff to find. We're just running straight. And then we're mashing the confirm button until we can get into that room. Yeah, they basically haven't done fixed camera at all since Resident Evil 0, right? Maybe he's not out here. Wouldn't that be nice? It's a nice dream. Oops. We are going to need that eventually, but there's other things I need to combine with it. Okay, so I got 2 more full heals. I think I have 1 first aid spray. Okay. And 1 regular green herb is probably fine. I probably have the inventory space to start carrying one of these with me now, which is exciting. Let's go ahead and do this crafting too. Be nice to have these for the regular zombies. So I think headshots are back, which I guess they got rid of in Resident Evil 2 Remake because it was kind of OP and much easier to aim in that game. Alright. So that leaves me enough space to carry. I'll bring a first aid spray and probably gonna need the lockpick again. Let's see. The hex crank was back in the direction I just was, so I can go try to solve that really quick and then bring it back with me. Power cable I don't have to do anything with for a while. The wrench is back this other way. I'm using 5 ink ribbons, which feels pretty good. And knock on wood, been having frame drop issues the last 2 weeks, and Comcast went completely down for like an hour last night, starting at midnight. Then I got a text immediately afterwards saying, hey, you have a appointment with a tech, you can probably cancel it because we fixed your issue. So maybe they actually did a maintenance. I guess I'm not holding my breath, but wouldn't that be nice? Oh, more zombies out here now. Get too close to me. That's better. So I didn't take much damage from it, though. Maybe I can explore that building again. Looks like Nemesis might be gone. I think he works like the latter half of the RE2 remake. I think he's scripted to show up and harass you for certain sections, and then you'll reach a point where he leaves you alone again for a while. So I hope that's true. I wonder if you can die to the backdraft there if you dick around. Still a zombie in here? There is. I love it. There might not actually be anything in here. Files on bizarre incidents are scattered around. Porter's memo. Last, I found the evidence I need to prove that the cannibal disease is indeed happening in the city. One man actually ate people to death. I have heard rumors that many people are suffering from this disease. Is this another mystery of the present disease? Is this the meaning of cannibal disease? Place Raccoon City under martial law because of the cannibal disease. I've lost contact with the media outside the city, but I won't give up. As a journalist, I won't keep my eyes shut and walk away. Hard to verify these rumors. Give up until I solve the mystery of this deadly disease. I've just discovered that the disease is not spread through the air, but by some other means. Don't think it's by bites, otherwise Leon, Claire, Jill, Chris et al. Would be definitely zombies at this point, right? Police have been destroyed. Come on, there's gotta be some prize for coming up here, right? Can't get back around the back of the desk. Plot immunity. We took care of that. I both am looking forward to see how they re-explore, and completely not looking forward to because it's going to be terrifying to the remake of this game. That's all but certain to happen, right? I heard that Capcom had hinted at it. I feel like it's free money at this point if they can, you know, make it to the same standard that they made the RE2 and RE1 remakes. It really feels like Capcom has their shit together. And they had a window there where they were making questionable decisions, but... Why are there so many of you guys? This particular hallway kind of sucks. Wish I could kick this guy's head off prematurely. Perfect. Most of the Japanese game industry has a window of questionable decisions, yeah. Even Nintendo. Well, I mean, Nintendo continues to make questionable decisions in some areas, but... Well, that sucks. Rusty crank. Can't turn it without some kind of help. I didn't realize there was a second red herb here. So I can make another full heal when I get back to an item box. Alright, so I think the last thing I can do, I can go place this book and I can go place this wrench. I'm gonna go try to do that. I don't think there's anything else I can do on this side of the map. I think the thing I missed most from the RE2 remake now is the map indicator that tells you whether you found everything on a section. I hope that comes back in some of the later games. I guess, did games like RE4 even have maps in the first place? Is that a thing? What's up, dude? Seems forgiving. Wish Konami would let Capcom do remakes of Silent Hill games, god. I wish Konami would just sell their IPs already. Come on, guys. Seems like devs are particularly opposed to that. Like, do we really know any examples of that happening? That's also what happened to City of Heroes, that they just kind of canceled the MMO out from under the developers. Didn't even... They were just about to announce a new patch when they got fired one day. No notice. How will they occasionally profit from anniversary collections? This is a bit of an excessive safe, but I should just do it. Just in case. Can you get a twofer with the shotgun in this? Can you decapitate 2 zombies at once? It was really nice in RE2. In the RE1 remake, although you rarely had zombies that close together in the first Resident Evil. Great. Heard that sound. Not a fan. Does the book turn off the electrical wire? I wonder. Is that like upside down nonsense English text on the bottom? Only happens in bankruptcies. The dev of the Condemned games is offering to sell the IP. Oh, I see. Probably so I can put the compass somewhere else. Future in my hand. Well, I don't know what the water even does in the first place, right? I mean, channel our knowledge into the future seems to suggest that I need to have both of them plugged in here, but I don't know what that does. Guess I'll come back to it later. Is this also the work of Knight's Construction Company? There was a throwaway lore line that was like, the mayor was like, yeah, I used to be an engineer, you know. Really thank Umbrella for helping us to build this great city. And it seems like all of the goofy Knight's Construction Company stuff is tied to him being mayor. Still don't know what the purpose of that hatch was. I think it's just chicken scratch from the Japanese developer. They're just like, we want this to look like vaguely English text. We don't expect the player to actually get a close look at it. Alright, there's one of those annoying enemies in here. I don't have the grenade launcher ammo to deal with it. Well, maybe it's a dog, actually. Doesn't sound like a dog. This is that classic mean Silent Hill camera angle where you hear the sounds. I have to walk towards the screen to do something. It's like a mix between the hunter and the licker from earlier. Damn iframes. Okay. I guess I didn't need the rock grenade launcher earlier. Worked out. I don't know what they are. They're like a mix between the hunters and xenomorphs. Okay, so I don't have a battery. Maybe getting the hose will let me get to the battery. Oh, I didn't keep the map on the save file. I hear somebody shooting off in the distance there. Because I keep dying. Oh, too late to do the guns. Whatever was happening with that. I think I reset it by leaving. Okay. New zombies in old areas is... I get it. It's important. It stresses me out, though. Oh god. That is a fast zombie all of a sudden. Hi, Benedict. I will take the grenade rounds, thank you. Because that's nice. True open world game in Raccoon City where you have to deal with the puzzle BS. To get to the water treatment plant, you need the Minotaur pendant from the fire station and the sapphire key from the gym. Right. I would play it, I think it could be fun. You could totally do it in a way that's interesting. I didn't realize that thing could hold 8 shots. Right on. Don't think I have anything else I can craft right now, right? Very cute, Ben. Yep, I love you too. Sorry, this is a two-hand game. I'll give you a little bit of pets. Because I always give games shit for not letting you pet the dog. Guess I can save? Oh man, I'm down to 4. Nothing's really changed, I've just made it to another room. Alright, I think I'm gonna try to keep... always have 2 in reserve, so I won't save... Or I'll think really hard about saving if I'm gonna have fewer than 2 remaining after I use it. Hard to design, right? Yeah. No power for it. Is that ever meant to be openable? I don't think so. I feel like I'm overdue for Nemesis to show up and harass me here. It's been a while. I think it's important that zombies respawn when you retread so that it's not just like time spent. Resident Evil 1, it often felt like you were just backtracking with nothing having changed. Bye, Ben. He's gonna spawn right after I get this hose, isn't he? No, I guess not. Didn't make me throw out the wrench. So does this game only make you throw out key? Oh my god. So does this game only make you throw out key items? Like literal keys, or will it let you throw out things like wrenches if you have all the resources for it? Oh, if I had the pistol, I probably could have shot the barrel in the back. Oh well. Didn't even see it. I guess I gotta save, so if I die to the Nemesis, I can do that more efficiently next time. More dogs. Oof. And I had all that shotgun ammo and it's almost all gone. It's alright, we'll approach this differently next time. Don't think we need to go back to the Raccoon City Police Department, although there is stuff there that I want. Not gonna save right now. Trying to decide if I want to heal. I might try to wait until I'm in red, so I don't have any like small singleton herbs. Do you like the dripping water to tell you there's a thing to interact with here? See, that's a reasonable puzzle. You gotta find the fire hose to put out the fire. Much more than the sapphire key to get to the water cooler. I love how Capcom even thought that the burning a painting puzzle was too ridiculous for the remake. Like, let's tone that down a little bit. As a other more different, better crank. I think it's a different kind of crank. I think it's a square crank instead. It is square. Two is usually enough for those guys. How do you relock it without an unburned painting? Shit. Nice dodge. Completely calculated. That one actually was calculated. I do like that dodge mechanic. I feel like most of the time you're going to do it on accident. Was that actually around the corner there? No. What the hell is that? It looks like that's a thing. Is that like a PC version glitch, maybe? It looks like it's a separate entity. Weird.
Wait!
What did you do?
I had no choice. He was about to turn into a zombie. It would have been a threat, so I eliminated it.
Would have been a threat, so...
But he was still conscious, wasn't he?
He was as good as dead. And it took fewer bullets to kill him now than it would have if he had transformed.
It's reasonable. Business facts. Purchase order. Medicinal solution VTJ98.
Not now, I'm busy.
Alright. Why don't you be such a dick about it? Manager's report. Before we begin your new position, please allow me to give you some advice. Some of the medicine in the storage room are unstable. Quality will deteriorate under changing temperatures or humidity. You must remember to keep the temperature the same in the storage room at all times. Personally check it every day. Peter checks it around the clock. A machine is not perfect. Man, is this the guy that was giving shit to Kevin? Because it sounds really similar. You must check all personnel coming and going into the storage room. I guess he's saying the opposite of what Kevin's supervisor was saying. Dangerous drugs are stored there. If any of them are missing, you have a serious problem on your hands. If you forget the password to lock the door, try and remember that it's a word that everyone is familiar with. Don't forget that once a new product is shipped, the password will be updated again. You can always enter the password from the terminal of the PC for administration. The hell? Kurahashi. That was pretty silly. In store now. Not in stores. Hey, there is an ink ribbon here. I was hoping so. No actual typewriter though, right? Limited release. Yeah. It literally is just in store. It's one of those Supreme pop-up stores. Access to the storage is controlled by the computer. It's a word everybody knows. It really narrows shit down. Give you some advice. A word that everyone is familiar with. Is it the name of the... There's gotta be some reason for this little commercial, right? Yeah. Quick, fast relief, Adravil. Oops. Let's try relief. Fortunately, it doesn't lock me out. Oops. All right. I guess it's a word that everybody knows. It was supposed to mean it's a word that you all should be familiar with here in this office or something. That seems like that was a wonky localization, but... Here, the password to get the medicine is the name of the medicine. Seems bad. Low temperature steam pipes? Liquid nitrogen pipes. Okay. Oh man. Yes, I will. No! I need to get all of those things. Let me see if I can make a item box run. That's a shitload of shotgun ammo. And I need it very badly right now. Yeah, right. Admin. That's believable. That happens in real life. Exactly. Like, the biggest wigs in business are often the worst. Okay, that's the dripping faucet. Dripping, fire hose hydrant thing. It's usually like people on the level of the CEO that keep their password on a post-it next to their desk, right? That was my experience at Chase. We would get emails about it a lot. My favorite thing that Chase did, and I thought this was actually quite clever, they would send phishing emails to you from Chase, and it would track whether you followed up on it, and if you did, it would alert your manager and you would have to take a training on how to detect that shit. I'm like, that is very clever. I'm just gonna make another item run or two. I think I'm safe between here and that building. It's prevalent now. I think that's the only way people can learn, right? Seems smart. Oh, there's a zombie in the window up there. How much is that zombie in the window? Masters of Cybersecurity. Alright, we're gonna get the shotgun ammo, bring it back, craft it, and then I think I'm gonna save. So I'm gonna try to hold off on healing here until I get to red health, since all of my heals are full heals. So I don't know what that big red thing is on the wall there. Is that guy still in here? Weird Russian dude? He is. What is he doing? Jill's like, it's not my problem. Good thing they keep gunpowder in this room with temperature-sensitive medicine. Seems smart. Like Drano? I feel like if anything's gonna trigger an event flag, it's gonna be the key item. He's writing a screenplay. Yeah. 10 years earlier. I disagree with Dan Harmon on that subject, that we should start our stories where they begin. I do like in media res, but... Because it depends on the story. It has been used to terminate the urgency in a lot of narratives. What was it, that Bird Box? What was there's this Netflix movie with Sandra Bullock where you have to like put on a blindfold. You can't look at a thing or you'll die or something like that. It drives you crazy. Anyway, apparently the cut of that movie that made it to Netflix does an in media res thing where it explains who lives and who dies. That's a really bad genre to do that in, because it removes the tension from every scene after that. Yeah, do what works best for your story. That's a good way to put it. There's not a globally right or wrong answer. Okay, 6 ink ribbons I feel pretty confident and comfortable with tossing a save out. Alright, now we can go do whatever we're supposed to do in this building. Oh, I love Memento. I think that's Chris Nolan's best movie. I think his other movies are fine, but they tend to run... Their runtime is not long enough for the story he wants to tell, and still too long. Extraneous immediate res where it like does start with action, but it flashes back and it's immediate action anyway. Yeah, I don't like when it's used to hook you on action. Like, and preferably I prefer it when it's something is off. Like they started at one point in the story and then the way you get there puts you in a very different situation than you thought you were going to end up from the way it started, if that makes sense. So like Final Fantasy X is like that, because it starts with everybody in Xanarkand, and it flashes back. But like the core reveal isn't that they make it to Xanarkand, it's that what's going to happen to Yuna. So because you know that they're going to make it to Xanarkand, when you find out what's going to happen to Yuna, it has more impact, I think, than if you didn't already know that they were going to make it or that they weren't going to go in a different direction. I mean, obviously it's a Final Fantasy game, they're going to make it, but... Hey, oil additive. Nice. So I'm probably going to grab that too. I need oil, power wires, and I think... Oh no, I have to look at the thing again. I'm sure I'll recognize it when I find it. Let's try fucking with the valve. I guess we can't yet. Uh-oh. FMV. That's not good. Told you that bottle was gonna trigger a thing to happen. Those blind physics. Russian guy do a good job of dealing with them? That doesn't work. That's why it gave me so much shotgun ammo in this room, right? come on. Okay, I think I still came out net on shotgun shells. Yeah, Iron Man 1's good. Rise and Shadow of the Tomb Raider both do. Yeah, I think I can agree with that. I don't think it was necessary in either of those games. Didn't add anything at all. Andrew still needs to play that. I should pick it up. Nikolai's PC. Too bad, it's broken. It's a mystery. Is Nikolai still alive? The answer is probably. Get out of my face. Let's try to not fight the other ones. I don't think I have to come back here for any reason. Well, yeah. I think it's basically unavoidable for video games to open up with their most intense either action sequence or there's a much bigger risk that the person's going to walk away from your game when your game is like 70 hours long. Oh, that's cool. The windows are shattered from this side. Some thought into that. That someone's going to walk away if your movie has a 5-minute slow start. Especially if you're trying to bait reviewers, because reviewers are not going to play the whole game ever. They're going to get a bad picture of it if they watch an hour of cutscenes. Yeah, I like the Metroid Prime solution. Oh, can you not, dude? Was it a decision point? Nope. Because he blocked me from getting to my save point, didn't he? What an ass. Just thinking, like, I haven't seen him for a minute. I gotta turn right. Stars. You want sweet tarts. Try to get to that red door that I never made it to earlier. Sounds like a dog? Alright, nice dodge. Totally calculated. Door has been sealed. Not what I was hoping for. Oh, it's the wrong side, that's why. Sealed shit. Okay, I thought maybe I could open that door, but turns out I can't. And I think the save point that was around this area is no longer accessible. And we're almost out of shotgun ammo again. Oof. Is that guy still in here? So like something's eating him. Kick his head off. Good job. Delivery voucher. One of this for later. Still need a third thing for it. And you have games like God of War 2018, which I think gets away with its extremely slow burn start because of how over the top the previous games are, right? Like, I think it works even better in that game that it's so slow at the start. Because they're able to play off this expectation by the community. You guys enjoy eating that guy? Alright, thank God. He holed himself in here with all this gunpowder. What a dick. Dario's memo. Can't help but wonder if anyone will read these words, but writing them will help me maintain my sanity. After I become a meal for those undead monsters, will the GIs responsible for sealing off the town laugh upon discovering my corpse? So this is how it's supposed to end? I don't want to die, I'm not ready. I would have pictured it to end like this. I had so much left to do. Rather than becoming a salesman, I should have tried my hand at being a novelist. The end of the great Dario Rosso, novelist extraordinaire, cut before his prime. I wonder if I can lure them here and then knife them to death for free, right? I think they're able to throw up on me, but that's the worst they can do. I think that's fairly low damage too, if I recall. He's actually dead for real. What about the other one? Just walked into a wall, right? There he is. I have the high ground, Anakin. Most powerful thing in this game. Double strike. Ow. How much damage does that do? Doesn't look like it's much. Made it without spending any ammo or taking much of any damage. What to do in a real zombie outbreak. Climb on a box. Stab downward. Exactly. Effective products have been placed here. Sorry, Dario. Benjamin. I didn't save when I got in this side room, did I? Oh, maybe I did. Shit. Oh well. Let's craft. Well, hold on. I've got. Do I have 4 or 5? I've got 4. Yeah. I don't think I can save again just for an event that was trivial. No. I don't think there was anything anywhere else obvious for me to use the wrench right now. I'll try to save the ink ribbon. It might end up being a mistake. But it's gonna mean I'm gonna have to knife those zombies again. Or I can try to just run into that room as fast as I can. I guess knife the zombies and craft the ammo again is gonna be the annoying part. Let's see. I don't know if him busting open that water makes that area impossible to traverse now, or what the deal is. What if they keep walking for a few seconds? This is one of those situations where not being able to move at an angle is getting me in trouble. So I could probably juke these guys easily given how big this space is. Auto target. Why would you pick the one further away from me at a weird angle? Hi, Benedict. How are you, little guy? Are you still quite little? Hey, thanks for the sub, Matt. Yeah, I'm playing the PC version. Oh, I thought it was actually going to block me. Right on. Now I could probably save. Let me think. I'll try to get a little bit further. Don't think the square crank is going to help me where I broke off the rusty hex crank, but I can carry it with me, I guess. I love you too, man. I guess maybe the point of that sequence was to get to the save room to get Nemesis to lose me. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I thought about... It seems like Dolphin and the GameCube version are both pretty good. This one has some texture fixes, I guess, because I got a restoration mod. The biggest problem with this one is the controller support is a little wonky. Like, I can't press 2 D-pad buttons at the same time, otherwise Jill just stops. It turns out that, as a gamer, you probably naturally press the diagonals very often. So I'm trying really hard to work around that, not get killed. Oh god. Birds. Because they were in Resident Evil 1. Just setting that broke the backgrounds in Dolphin. That doesn't sound good. Oh right, they've mentioned that Raccoon City's built in a sinkhole. There's a giant laboratory complex underneath it, right? Really? Even worse tank controls, exactly. Yeah, so if I need to turn, this happens. Yeah, so it makes it really hard for me to juke anything. I pretty much have to kill. Oh my god. The fuck? I love that this is in the foreground. It's awesome. Fantastic. Gross Shearer leeches. I love it. I mean, I hate it. That's good, so she saved a lot of her ammo in the process. I'd much rather juke everything if I can. Oh, Ben, are you serious, Ben? Here's the cat cam. Did you knock the cat cam down, Ben? Gotta see what he's doing right now. Got me, mate. He's just like sitting in front of the center monitor. He's learned to do this to me in the morning. Like when he wants to be fed, he just sits on my chest and makes sure his butt blocks my view of my phone. I still haven't saved. Did I get down to yellow health from all that? No. I guess now's a good time to do it then. I do like that they come up with inventive ways to make backtracking interesting, whether it's Nemesis chasing you through a section that was previously safe, or the sinkhole event. Imagine you just take damage if you try to climb up and get hit by the boxes. Probably gonna have to knock that thing down up top later. Still don't have a battery. I haven't figured out how this works. Got both of the pieces in there. Both end up going to the same place, right? Hey, friend. Up here goes to the journalism building. Newspaper. I think I want to see if I can use the square crank on the broken hex crank. Be an interesting way to remix the whole two kinds of cranks thing. Didn't even really think about that. Like, how many ways can we make you use a crank that are atypical? Thought maybe the broken part would be square shaped. Okay, I guess that wasn't it. Worth a try. I can go turn in the power wires and the oil. I think there is a third thing that I needed. This is the open level design puzzle that you have in these games, I'm starting to notice, like, okay, there's 4 things you have to get. You can go ahead and get them in any order, so we're not going to make the game completely linear. I do like being able to skip the door animations. Speed things up a bit. Okay. So I need power cable and the oil additive. Don't think I need the wrench, but I guess I'll bring it. This way to the cable car thing. Probably still stuff I can do in the police department. I noped out of there as soon as Nemesis spawned. There may have been like some lock-pickable doors, perhaps. That sounds bad. Dude. Wasted so much ammo there, buddy.
Don't come any closer!
Hide in the tram, dude. I wonder if that's only possible because I didn't use that barrel earlier.
Mikhail, do you have some kind of death wish?
Death wish?
People. They were wiped out by these monsters. I can't stop just because I'm wounded.
But can't you see those monsters are also the victims of Umbrella?
What?
Are you accusing me
Guess I
of
see
taking
that.
it out on them? You don't seem to understand something. We're not really involved with the company. There's no reason for any of us to take responsibility for this mess.
I know that. And right now, that's the only reason why I'm trying to cooperate with you.
Sorry. I feel so useless.
Don't. You fought hard and have the wounds to prove it.
But I'm still alive. My
Do you have some
men
kind of
are-
death wish?
Don't think about that now. Just rest.
Poor Mikhail.
I could not save my men.
Wanna give me your weapon? Fuse is broken was the last one. Mixed oil. How would I fix the fuse, I wonder? Probably need a new one entirely. So it shows me what it looks like. It's not working anymore. Alright, well I deposited the power cables at least. Making sure there's nothing else in here if I loop it around. I need to find a fuse. I need to find something to mix the oil with. Adding this to the machine oil turns it into the ideal oil for use with large-sized machinery. Oh, this localization is funny. I still love the advertisement. Now in store! I think that's up there with Master of Unlocking for me and Jill Sandwich. Alright, well I should figure out what the hell is going on with that weird book. Maybe that's the fuse that's over in the water. So it doesn't solve the oil problem, but... Wait, what does that sign say? Smoking permitted, huh? Okay. Can't do anything with the crank. I wonder if I can use the wrench with the crank. Didn't think about that. Would make sense. She said I'd need some kind of help. I thought she meant like I need another person, but that doesn't make any sense. Hey, that does it. Nice. Clever. It's so slow. Okay, it eventually fades. Very good. You already need the wrench. Yes, thanks, game. I was just asking that, whether it knows to discard non-weapon stuff. It's a lot of ammo pieces, which also uses up my whole inventory. Is there anything else I can find in here first?
Hey, the zombies are getting restless.
I know. I can hear them.
I feel
What's
like
going
Carlos
on?
had this over-the-top accent when we first met him that then went away. Need this oil.
Jill!
What's wrong?
They're coming! They must have sniffed us out. They know we're here.
Hey, calm down.
Any objections to my playing hero this time?
What are you doing? Carlos!
No, Carlos, please, go do that. Don't let me stop you. Is this a lights out puzzle? Horizontal one? I don't think I've ever seen a horizontal lights out puzzle. That's cute. Wait, there's a solution at the top. I see it now. What does the third one being highlighted that mean, though? There's only 2 states, right? And that makes it look like there's 3 states. Mm-hmm. Don't have the inventory space for all this shit. Let me go out and help him and see what happens.
Eat this!
Carlos! No!
Relax. I'm not dead yet.
Hey!
Are you okay?
Wonder if that's a decision point that changes.
I'm fine. That hero stuff is harder than it looks. Okay, I'm gonna scrounge up some equipment. There might not be any at our destination.
Full beans, dude. Alright, I might get all this handgun ammo and then do this again. Does anyone have a clue for me on the lights out puzzle? Like, I must be misreading it, because it has a little picture at the top that has blank, 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 and then full. Like, I guess the way I'll ask the question is that thing at the top relevant or no? There's another clue on the panel. Okay, thank you. That's what I needed to know. Okay, just run straight to a save room. What does the AAA make again? See if it's something that matters. I think I want pistol ammo most of the time. Right. Doesn't tell me. Is this a secret? Nope. Didn't mean to do that. I don't know why that happened. Oh, I hope it doesn't draw from the stuff that I have deposited. It must have. Oh, bummer. Well, maybe those bullets are really good. So can I use those with the normal handgun? It's sort of into the early Resident Evil problem where I can't unload a gun. Could save. I might go try to do this puzzle first and then come back and save, assuming that doing the puzzle doesn't spawn the Nemesis. It's probably a bad thing to assume. So far, I'm really impressed with the puzzle design in all of these games. Like, I don't think there's ever been a puzzle that I was just completely stumped on, and then you were like, there's people in chat were like, well, this is the logic behind it. I'm like, really? That's dumb. There's been some goofy stuff, but usually there's enough information to figure it out. I love the welcome with the 2 back-to-back bright green letters. And by like, I mean hate. Everything related to the solution is visible on this screen, right? I think I get it. I will take the machine oil by gum. Mixed oil, nice. Well, that's bad. Should have gone in there first, apparently. Oh yeah, this is a gas station. That seems bad. Was there anything in that room if I had gone in there first? Hey, sir, how you doing? Alright, so I assume the last puzzle has to do with the weird mare statue. And the compass. Looks like that's a fuse. I'll deposit the first aid spray. I need 2 of them on me. I'm I'm at that necessary point. It always happens about a third or halfway through the game where I have enough healing items to not be stressed out by healing constantly. So that's nice. I don't remember where this water thing was. Track it down. Oh, the long search is over. Do I have everything I need to solve this puzzle with the compass in the book? Nice, Serp. So the water raises when both of them are empty. Oh, the water blocks me. Okay, I don't think I realized that before. Maybe the point of it is being able to get the compass out of there. But I have no idea where to use the compass. I never noticed that the water was physically blocking me last time. That's really cool, sir. Getting to use a prop after all that time. I think what happens here is if I remove that normally, then the water comes out and blocks me. So the fact that they're pouring water doesn't really actually matter. Oh, but then it zaps me when I touch it. I see. I think it just lets me get the compass and leave, but I have no idea where to take it. Maybe there's a place to use it somewhere in the RPD that I don't remember. Maybe having the water fill in there does something somewhere else. I can hear it pouring from a great distance. Don't think it involves this place. Let me try going back to RPD. I feel like if there's any place in town that has some sort of interface with weird giant compasses and books and shit. I guess it could also be City Hall, right? Because it's the same mayor. Well, we'll try both, see what happens. So I don't have the battery for this thing. I haven't found my way to the substation. It involves that door, probably. Yeah, Nemesis is scary for me in 2019. Pretty spoopy. Wonder if I'm meant to be able to shoot that rig down in order to kill those liquor enemies when they're in here. There's a reason it's there. Gotta find out where to use this weird book and this weird compass. Oh, right. Angry crows, ravens. Get off me! Oh, that actually did more damage to me than some of the zombies. That or I was like low on health without it being visible. Gotta bring a handgun in there later. Guess while I'm here, I can just rule out RPD, see if there's anything that I have to do there. I can say that it's done and don't have to revisit it. I do really like that they brought this back for this game. It's nostalgic. It's interesting that this was supposed to be a guided game. So go on this thing, maybe? Is it the flying goddess? Maybe we have to put it in the hand of the, Oh, I bet that's what it is. I bet I don't actually have to come here. I bet we have to bring it back to, But we have to bring it back to the mayor statue. Because we got the book from his hand, and we had to do this fancy thing to swap it out for the compass. I'll still check this place to see if there's anything I missed. It's still possible, because I don't think I came back here and checked everything with a lockpick, because Nemesis was chasing me around, freaking me out. We're doing a blind franchise playthrough. We've played Resident Evil 1, the Resident Evil 1 remake, Resident Evil 2, the Resident Evil 2 remake. After this, we're going to do Code Veronica and then RE0, I believe. Very concerned about the remake of this game. Mr. X scared the shit out of me in the remake. And he's very tame compared to the Nemesis, who like full-on sprints at you and shoots you with a rocket launcher. Oh, there was a place to use a lockpick. That's convenient. Shotgun shells, yes please. I made this trip worth it if there's nothing else here. Nice. She's the master of unlocking. There's nothing you can do with the fireplace. I love that. Can't burn that painting because Leon/Claire need to do it later. I think you're supposed to walk down this hallway in 2. Otherwise things break out of the windows. Maybe it doesn't matter in this one. I'll try it. I think if they stay true to this game, he's going to be made way more annoying than Mr. X was. My only issue with Mr. X, like I liked him as a principal, especially as a thing that happened briefly in the game. But my issue was just that he shows up around the time you have to do a puzzle, where the only way to really deal with him is to do this goofy yakety sax thing where you run around the entire map. Because you can't lose him for long enough. Once you start moving those bookcases, he shows up again instantly. I only came to the STARS office once. I don't know if I left behind any loot. I don't think so. I think I got everything. Its disorganization probably reflects the owner's personality. I think I discovered in the Leon B playthrough that he's mostly alerted to your footsteps. So if you manage to lose him and you want to do a puzzle, the best thing you can do is just not run. But that makes the game really slow. I don't know, I think he's necessary for the game, and I don't know what I'd change about him to make it better. He stopped being scary for me as soon as I discovered, like, that he, especially that he couldn't walk underneath the statue in the main hall. Then I was like, okay, this is a game mechanic that I can cheese. Stop being scary when you finish the bottle. Yeah. I did like the choice to have him slowly walk toward you and not have a range attack. That's what I'm worried about with Nemesis. If, you know, RE3 remake Nemesis can shoot rockets at you from halfway across the map, that's not going to be too hot. It'll be a no from me, dog. Alright, I think the RPD is 100% done. Don't need to head back there. In fact, I think everything before this door I'm coming up to might be done. I guess I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know where the fuse is still. I have to go through the room with the crows. Without the ability to move diagonally. Oh yeah, here we go. I have room for these. I guess I can grab one of them. Probably save after all this running around. No, I'm saying it's going to be a problem for it being fun to deal with him, not a problem for implementation. Like, Mr. X is kind of fun because you can always run away from him. There's almost never a situation where he's got you pinned against a dead end. And you even have a decent chance of juking him because he's fairly slow. The fact that he just kind of slowly plods towards you, I think, works pretty well. But if Nemesis can hit you from across the map, and it's difficult to dodge and he, like, sprints at you and you can't outrun him, I don't know if that would be quite as fun. We'll see. I'm still gonna try to hold out to heal. Down to 3 ink ribbons. I think there's one more save point I can get to that would be more convenient to save it. There's no item boxes at all in Zero? Huh. I guess I could see that being a net good change, maybe? Oh shoot, am I backtracking? I don't think so. Like, there's always this problem in game design, I am backtracking, where if the developer can't know how many resources you have, it's very difficult for them to plan encounters and make tight encounters for you to manage. Which is why I think regenerating health is generally regarded as an improvement over med packs. Although regenerating health has its own problems and shouldn't just be used for every single game. There are games where med packs still work, like Doom. That lets the developers say, okay, I know that the player is going to be at full health when this encounter starts, so I can calibrate the difficulty this way. Versus medkits, where maybe they have 20 medkits on them, right? I think I have to go through... I think the restaurant's safe, though. Similarly, if you have a game that doesn't have an item box, then the game knows that you have enough resources to do everything without relying on you hoarding. Estus flasks, I know, right? Sekiro is so close. Sekiro adds this mechanic where there's an item that you get that's trivial to farm that powers your abilities. And they were so close to having those regenerate to full whenever you rested, like Estus flasks. But no, it's like Bloodborne. You can farm for them trivially and have an effectively infinite number of them, and it just takes forever to do. So you have to leave the items on the map and go back and get them. Maybe that's not as good as I thought. I thought when you were saying that Resident Evil 0 didn't have an item box, that just meant that they gave you a flow of items where you were guaranteed to be using them constantly. Where's my ammo thing? I think Propagable said that in Resident Evil 2, the hit points of zombies... Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, it's okay. Gotta pay attention. I don't know why it's giving me the opportunity to make special ammo when I don't have more than one thing in my inventory. Whatever, it's fine. Now we'll save. Spirit emblems. Although I think they got a little bit closer. There's a couple items in Sekiro that work like that they come back whenever you resurrect. Like the Tonto. Too much backtracking. Mm-hmm. See, that's where I think limited inventory is a problem in this series in general. Like, I get the idea they're trying to do this horror thing, but it breaks down to just run back to a storage box when there's no threat most of the time. Dead Space was exactly the same. Necromorphs never spawned on your path back to a save point / shop, so you always had an infinite inventory. You just had to be willing to backtrack by 4 screens. Uh-oh. Shit. Good thing I just saved. I want the pistol for this, I think. Bonus dogs. I've never played Code Veronica before. I don't know anything about it.
Resident Evil.
If you do want to talk about it, though, if you type !hide before your message, then other people in chat will be able to see it without me being able to see it. Alright, let's grab the pistol. Maybe I can burn through that special ammo too. Remember to pause after 4 shots. Birds instead of dogs? That was a random event? No shit. It's just a pet store or something? That's kind of funny. I'm gonna get eaten alive by birds. Pretty silly. Okay, so I think we give him a compass, and then he does something. Very nice. Is there a fuse back there? It's a battery, okay. So the battery goes to the lift, which probably gets me to the fuse. That makes sense. I needed to turn to open the secret door. Like, I couldn't just walk behind it, right? It's almost like it knows that I can only see it from a certain point of view. Get the oil on my way back. Glad we got a strong 4-hour session in here. There's a lot of stuff to keep track of. Whee! I hear bullshit. I like the dead construction worker. I get a twofer? No! I want a twofer! I guess I needed to heal. Alright. He's got some regular handgun bullets. Awesome. Don't turn like that, you goof. Hey, there's that weird red thing again around the corner. Wonder what that is. Huh. That one persists to the next screen. Super weird. Maybe it's like a, an easy mode thing? There's a substation. Is the other door locked? Is it like a one-way thing? It is. Does not open from this side. I'm nervous about this though. I feel like we haven't seen Nemesis in a minute. Lock will be released at 115 to 125 volts. They like this puzzle, don't they? Well, I think it's the same. We'll see. So it's a manual. It's a similar puzzle, it looks like. Plus 15, or times 2, plus 30. So we need to figure out what blue does. Blue is minus 5, okay. So, plus 15, plus 30, and minus 20. Got it. Cool. I'm sure Nemesis won't return, everything will be fine. Exactly. This is a separate door. Release at 15 to 25. Oh, sweet. Yes, I will. Zombie just wake up after all? Oh, lots of zombies just woke up after all that. Well, shit. Increase electricity output. Does that prevent me from getting in the other door, I wonder? So all that's in here is the Magnum, I guess. If you apply net voltage to a person, their head will explode. Everyone knows this. I do like the extreme volume of zombies in this game. Okay, so now we needed... what was it? 15 to 25? Oh, do I need to put in things? Interesting. Perfect. Bet that's a fuse. Hey. Alright, now we're ready to progress. But also now I have to deal with, the Nemesis, probably. My guess. Because this is where you're rewarded for having explored the room to know that the knob won't turn. They're very dead, aren't they? I'm still really curious what that giant red thing on the wall is. It's really weird. Back to that good old buddy save room. Hopefully this unlocks a whole new area of the game. Be easy for me to remember. I think I'm done with everything topside. Do you like restaurant music? So spoopy. I think it's correct to save now. This is the closest save point. I'm only going to leave myself with a few ink ribbons, maybe just one, but I hope it doesn't bite me in the butt. We'll see. So what's the deal with, will you create the enhanced ammo? I thought enhanced ammo was only if you had other... Did I like get a file or something that taught me how to do that? Maybe? I just wanted to stack better. I don't think I did. It wouldn't have been Dario's memo. Alright, so this is going to leave me with one ink ribbon, but I think it's correct. So even though it's kind of painful to do. Probably put the lockpick away for now. Actually, hold on, let me make sure I got a healing item on me, so I can survive Nemesis encounters. This is my favorite save point, apparently. Come on, ride the train. And ride. Oh, son of a bitch. Glad I saved. You wanna throw me behind you? That would be great. Yeah, awesome. Oh, pick me up again. Stars. I do like this Nemesis is stalking you music. You're not safe. Don't stop running music. Tell me it's another sinkhole. We're so close! Whoa. This town is trash. Oh god. That's cute. Nice dodge. Don't think I'm supposed to shoot this thing. Lack of power. Ouch. Seems unnecessary. 2 power switches for a ladder? Hooray! It worked. Especially for an emergency ladder, right? We're gonna make you work for this emergency. I wonder what the narrative purpose of that pile of pallets is. I think it might be to stress you out when the dude is shooting all the zombies. Mikhail appears to be suffering. Emergency means you're extra motivated. Great. Should have deposited those handgun bullets. I didn't realize I was holding them. So.
Here,
Where you been, Carlos? Sure.
Okay. Nikolai won't be joining us.
I understand. I'll operate the cable car. Let's go.
Are you qualified to operate cable cars? Yeah, I don't think anybody is, but... Trying to fix my heart rate monitor. Here we go.
It's looking
I
good.
have to switch toes.
Mikhail!
He's fine.
Mikhail!
So much for that plan. What's up?
What you playing?
Resident Evil.
Have you been scared?
Oh yeah.
Terrified?
Probably need to come at this with more healing items when I reload here after I die. That says hi.
Yo!
Maybe with a grenade launcher too would be nice.
Hey, saw that Lisa got all A's. Good job, Lisa.
Reload.
Especially like doing school and a job at the same time. That's hella impressive.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I asked a really, really stupid question today in a meeting,
It happens.
and I feel really dumb.
Yeah, but it's better to ask the question than be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, I know. I still feel dumb. Yeah, I heard about the raccoon. Like, are you getting your ceiling fixed? Like, did you have to put tarp over it or something? Like, how do you deal with the hole in your ceiling?
Putting a tarp over it.
And alright, Yugapo, I'll get over it, but I'm still feeling a little bummed. I really had to put tarp over it, oh my god. Are you guys a top floor? Like, it wasn't a hole going into someone else's apartment, was it? Because that would be awkward.
It's one of those things where it's good to rent. I would not want that to happen in a home that I owned.
Knock on wood.
Ow!
I've decided your head is wood.
You hit it really hard.
I did not! I could have hit much harder.
Oh! That's how you... Okay. I see.
I think I just startled you. Aw, Ben. Oh,
so
he looks nasty.
grab me and throw me behind you. Or that works too.
Oh, are you just running away like a
I can't... He's unkillable.
pansy? Okay.
He's like Mr. X.
Okay. Or Pyramid Head?
Yeah.
Right? You can't kill Pyramid Head.
Making fun of me for running away.
Run away! Oh, that should be a sound effect.
Run away.
Yeah, for Monty Python.
That'd be a good one. Turner's quarantine.
Oh, get a Geiger counter and hold it up to him. Have you done that? I bet Matt could get his hands on a Geiger counter. Is that right? That's what they're called?
Yes.
Yeah. Why did he need why did he need iodine treatment? Is that just like measuring something? Yeah, I guess at work we have this, sensor, because I work near an accelerator that has sensitive material, and they have this sensor to make sure that we aren't bringing out or taking away sensitive material, like radioactive shit. And Brenda said that when she got her thyroid tested, it set the thing off. So it's really sensitive.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, it's for thyroid, okay. Alright, next time. Hopefully there's not.
Much better at this last time.
Poor Turner. Oh, it's a tumor. Shit, I just read that. It's a tumor? Oh, that's bad. So they're just... Oh, okay, so they did radiation therapy? Question mark?
Okay, I gotta use my healing items. Hopefully the grenade launcher's good enough against Nemesis. It's a bummer.
Like, is the iodine supposed to blast apart the tumor? Okay.
Iodine stains it so you can see it, I thought.
Well, no, he said it's a treatment for the tumor in his thyroid.
I see.
You said treatment, not... Yeah. Apparently it, Oh, it's very targeted. Oh! That's a good success rate.
Hi, Leah. How you doing?
Aw, thanks,
Looks
Leah.
like we're ready to go.
Why were you thinking about
Here,
quantum
take this.
mechanics?
Okay.
That's good. I'm glad it's benign.
Won't be joining us.
I understand. I'll operate the cable car. Let's go.
Probably gonna die again, but then I'll get to try the worm more efficiently this time.
Oh, endgame. Yeah. Yeah, there's some crazy quantum time traveling stuff in there. Oh, spoilers. There's time travel.
You're so bad, Andrea.
Hey, it is past the quarantine time
Oh,
on Reddit.
and he killed me.
I'm sorry.
Try it again.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, giving cats pills is a process. I think we had a cat. Was it Sally? It might have been Sally or Scooter. We'd put the pill in butter and they just eat the butter, like lick the butter off and spit the pill out. So you have to like hold them and shove their head up and like rub their neck. Oh, you got your skull smooshed?
Yep, I'm dead. Fortunately, I have to do that worm minigame and I have to dodge him. It's pretty tricky to do all those things at once.
Have we ever had to get Ben and Marty pills?
Yes, several times.
We should probably bring them for a checkup.
It's a good idea.
Oh yeah, was it Ben that would just eat around the pill and eat the pill pocket and then spit it out? Okay.
Exactly.
That
spit
was
out the pill. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That went much better that time.
Do it that way each time now.
Exandria.
Bro. Yeah, he's a little bastard.
This is a sinkhole. I skipped the cutscene because I've seen it twice now. Oh my god, tank controls! Oops, already on the wrong side.
What are you supposed to be doing?
You need to hit these switches where this giant worm thing is to lower the ladder, but I have tank controls and I can't move diagonally. So it's really hard for me to turn and fit in there without that happening. I might need to do this with the controller, or with the keyboard, guys, since I can't turn diagonally on the controller. Too bad, that was a good run too, because the Nemesis didn't hit me. The first time I did this was the best, but I didn't have the right ammo with me for the boss fight.
Oh no.
So now I have the right ammo, but I can't get there without taking a shitload of damage. Alright, when I get there, let me try using the keyboard controls now, because now I can actually move diagonally.
Stars.
You don't like stars?
I work for STARS.
Who's stars?
STARS is a police organization that investigated the bad guys in the first game. I'm the character from the first game. So presumably the company that's making these zombie monsters built a monster to deal with me. Alright, hope for the best. Try to switch back to the controller after this. Ow. It's not much easier, because now I don't know how to use a keyboard for controlling stuff like this. I shouldn't be taking any damage.
Do you have to go so fast?
What's that?
So do you have to go so fast?
Yeah, because I have to lure him out and then I have to fit in there before he pops out.
Oh.
It's really hard. Did I hit no? Are you fucking kidding me? Hopefully I can have a little bit of health for this Nemesis fight.
And that's kind of rough that they make you do that worm thing right before a boss fight.
I know, right? It would be fine if I could
save.
If I could move normally, but the tank controls make that very difficult. All right,
it looks like we're ready to go. Here, take this.
Nikolai didn't make it.
Who's Nikolai?
Okay.
His boss.
Nikolai won't be joining us.
I understand. I'll operate the cable car. Let's go.
Okie dokie. You want to give me your gun, dude? He's got an assault rifle.
Mikhail!
Get up before he gets you! Ugh. Not time to heal yet, but almost. Now I gotta... Oh, don't kill me here! Don't kill me here! Oh, son of a bitch.
Did he just squish your head? Or snap your neck?
Squish my head. I tried to heal, but...
Resident Evil.
He double grabbed me. This is a sequence. I'll see if I can just get good at doing it without being able to turn right on the controller. Gotta get all my stuff out again. Guess I'll bring a third healing item. I feel like that's a waste. I should be able to do this with one, but... So then I won't have them for whatever section is after the cable car. No, I don't think I can. I could try, but he's technically following me at this point, right? So I assume he's behind me and it's something I have to worry about. Assuming the best way to deal with him is just charge him. I think if I could shoot the worm, this part would be much better. Like to annoy it and make it move back. That does not work. Managed to not take damage there. Helps that the camera is changing every time, right?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
You hit no again.
Because I'm trying to hold the button to run immediately.
Oh, that went better.
Hopefully I don't die to Nemesis. That was the speedrun attempt. I can't really juke Nemesis, so it's all about just get as many shots off as I possibly can. Heal when I get low, but not so low that I'm going to die in one hit. This thing where he knocks you down is pretty brutal.
Here, take this.
Okay.
If I could switch to that, that'd be great.
Nikolai?
I guess I could try. I haven't given it a shot yet.
I understand. I'll operate the cable car. Let's go.
You can swap ammo types. Alright, well that might give me an easier time here. No Hollow the Mountain King. That was such a cool puzzle to witness. See if he's weak against fire ammo. He's definitely on fire. I don't know if he's weak against it or not. Get up! Okay, I gotta heal after this. Mash the start button. No! I can't press the start button until I'm up. Good lord.
Hey!
He's not
First
dead, though.
try. Oh, second phase?
Yeah.
Get out of the cable car!
I can
now!
turn around, but
Wait,
with
no!
these controls of the D-pad, I can't use it.
Graphics.
Because I can't move diagonally. If I start to turn, I have to stop for like a microsecond and it matters. Thanks, Mikhail. You could have used your assault rifle earlier, yeah.
No, the brakes are out.
Oh no.
It's useless.
I hope that doesn't lead to a game over. It'd be really mean of them to put a game over decision right after a boss fight. It looks like I survived.
Hooray!
The hell are we? Great. Fire zombies.
Roger.
Clock tower key. There's ammo there I want. Hold on. Oh, it's a save room. Alright, great. Get that ammo real quick.
You're gonna die. That would be really funny.
For me to go for the ammo and then die
And
immediately.
have the fire zombie kill you. Yeah, he's standing right there.
There's one behind me.
Nice headshot.
Thank you. There's a chess table in this room. I guess I can start making the special ammo only. Gives me a comparable amount of it. Just need to start stacking it. Does anyone know how the special ammo works in this game? Like, what prompts you to be able to make it? Did I get like a unlock that did that? Or is it just because I built skill from crafting so many things? Maybe the thing says that if you craft enough times, it makes you better at crafting. Okay, I gotta burn through all my regular ammo then. Sicilian defense. Yeah, let's do enhanced ammo only, I guess. Never match wits with a Sicilian when death is on the line. Different thing. Lisa's not happy about my item box organization. Hope there's a pink ribbon in here. Lack thereof, right? I have to use my only ink ribbon. That would be so mean if I got here after all that and didn't have one.
What's an ink ribbon do?
You need them in a typewriter to save your game, and they get a limited number of them. Yes, please. And now I can't save my game anymore. Just making sure there's nothing else outside here. Oh, that's interesting. Are we back at the mansion?
Carlos!
Phew. Well, we both managed to survive. Maybe we can start helping each other again.
Yeah, it's been rough. But we can rest now.
No, we're the only ones left. There's no
Can we rest
for the wicked.
now?
Here's
Just no rest for the wicked.
That doesn't make sense. Are they saying they're wicked?
Hey, freeze rounds. My man Carlos has always given me grenade rounds. I know, right? There were literally fire zombies just a room behind you. She's like, we can rest now. Sure about that? No. So on a scale of 0 to not doing a good enough job of piloting the bus in Desert Bus, how stressed out does my bad organization make Lisa Matt? Can rest near her typewriter, it's fine. Just curious if this is the mansion or a mansion. Art picture postcard, a picture postcard of antique clocks. Following verse is printed. Give your soul to the goddess. Put your hands together to pray before her. Oh, thank God. Okay. Phew. That's mean when they put her in an adjacent room. Go deposit that real quick. Penitent man. Kneels and does a little tuck and roll.
Roll.
I think we discussed this on stream before. People were like, well, I feel like once you kneeled, it would be natural to roll, but... Penitent man apparently plays lots of Dark Souls. This is a 7.5. If Desert Bus is a 10, I'm very sorry. I'm a bad person.
Oh my God, what's that?
You're really mean, you know that? So this might be the mansion, at least a mansion. Yes, I will take the mine thrower. Operation instruction. Wipe out the downtown area of the infestation and then evacuate the remaining citizens of the clock tower. I guess we're in a clock tower. Among the civilians, remember to give priority to the employees of Umbrella's affiliates. Remember to stay alert because the infected have a high endurance rate. Once the mission is completed, when it becomes too impossible to accomplish, evacuate immediately. Able to deploy a helicopter waiting in the suburbs. When you're ready for evacuation, ring the bell of the clock tower to signal the helicopter. Got it. Ring the clock tower bell. Sweet. The mansion was up in the mountains, but there was a secret lab underneath it that could have had a tram? I don't know. Since they did the RPD earlier, wouldn't have been surprised if they had pulled something like that. Okay. Back to exploration. Another door I haven't tried here. I've done this one, I haven't done the green door. It's locked. The god of time is etched under the keyhole.
Is it behind a clock?
Because it's a clock tower, get it?
Yeah.
Everything here is about clocks. Sure that's not going to summon anything evil. Don't ever play music boxes in horror settings, Andrea.
Yeah, gives away your location.
Yeah.
Up, down, up, down, up.
Try to give myself a reminder of that for next session if we don't get to use it before the end of stream. Nemesis loves music boxes. Do they placate him? Yes, Marty, I know. Yes. Never eaten before. This one sounds decidedly worse. Its melody is out of order, I see. Dud dud. Oh, great. Right. Iframes, and there's 3 of them. Could there not be 3 of them? Don't suck out my back juice.
What, like your spinal fluid?
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Yeah, you need that.
I definitely need that.
Actually, what does spinal fluid do? Does it, like, lubricate your nerves?
I think it makes your spine work.
Well, but why doesn't your arm need arm fluid?
It does.
Is it the same as spinal fluid?
Arm fluid is blood.
Well, okay, I know that, but the spine also has blood. Why does the spine need special additional lubricant?
I actually don't know. I'll be honest in my ignorance.
Is this something to do with the brain? The brainstem?
Try to blow through my regular ammo. Should have been crafting enhanced ammo the whole time. I was just confused by what it was. I thought it was merging ammo before. It just does extra damage. Central nervous system and the rest of your body are super separate systems.
Yeah, Dylan.
Does that support your argument?
Yes.
Okay. God damn it. Go away. I need a pistol to deal with these ravens. I'm not gonna shotgun a raven, that would be a waste. They do a shitload of damage too. Oh, really? I'll grab a pistol.
Oh, so Wikipedia has, a super duper clear answer. Cerebrospinal fluid.
Cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal? Oh my god, Andrea. I love you so much.
Cerebrospinal fluid is a clear, colorless body fluid found in the brain and spinal cord. It is produced by the specialized epidermal cells in the choroid pleusis of the ventricles of the brain and absorbed in the acridid arachnoid granulations. Yep, so yeah, that's what it is, folks.
What was the word you saw on TV? You're like, ah, yes. And then you said something that was completely wrong. Like you skipped half the middle words. Yeah. Well, you were drunk and you were like, it's something like this. I'm like, Andrea, that's not it. And then you read it more closely and you said, ah, yes, regnizant. Like, that's not. First of all, that's not a word. Second of all, don't act like it is a word and you recognize it. Third of all, the word is this.
Okay. It acts as a cushion or buffer for the brain, providing basic mechanical and immunological protection to the brain inside the cell.
Get off me!
It also serves a vital function in cerebral autoregulation of cerebral blood flow. Okay.
These guys really need to do way less damage than they do.
Dude, I don't know, like, half these words.
It's arachnoid. Spread out leak. Spider webs.
Alright, it's a thing that the brain needs. There we go.
Later with effects. Good seeing you. Catch you next time. Killed all the ravens.
Congratulations, what did they do?
They harass you and do a bunch of damage to you by trying to eat your face off.
Oh, yeah, that's rude.
Poor kitties. Meow.
Oh my god, you should see me in, like, biology class when they, like, made you read stuff aloud. It was never good.
English is not pronounced as written. Cause of many tribulations. I have no red herbs, right? No, okay.
Then.
Grab that last green herb. Hopefully ravens don't respawn. They're a pain in the butt. Get that herb.
What system is this?
PS1.
Her arms look better than Cloud's.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Squall's arms look better than Cloud's.
Well, but wasn't Cloud also PS1?
Yeah, but they had no idea what they were doing when they made that game. So I went to Sakaguchi's panel at PAX, and he was talking about how they were just making shit up as they went along. Hey, Sornus, how you been? Good to see you. That's why that game, I guess you haven't played 7, but it has a shitload of mini-games. Just an absurd number of mini-games. To the point where it's like borderline unfocused how many mini-games it has. Because they were just having fun figuring out what can we do with the PlayStation 1, right? There's a mini-game where you ride a dolphin by blowing a whistle to jump on exactly one thing. There's a mini-game where you perform CPR. There's a mini-game where you get Moogles to have sex by feeding them nuts.
Okay.
There's a submarine minigame, there's a snowboarding minigame, there's a motorcycle minigame. God, are you kidding me? Hope that was just a regular zombie noise. Oh god. I do like that trick though, having it on the ceiling. That's cool. That is a spider.
Good job. Oh, it has babies!
It does have babies. Which I think can poison me.
There's a Rock'em Sock'em Robots minigame. A little bit.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
I love you.
Basketball minigame. Wish I could crush these little baby spiders. I think I have to shoot them. Oh, I had to reload this thing? Come on, turn around, bright eyes. There are explosive things on the walls. I've been wondering, what are those red things that I keep finding places? They look like they're like a texture error or something because they stand out. Turns out they're explosive barrels. And I gotta go all all the way back.
Hey, weren't you in the living room?
Hmm?
It had a number 18 instead of the number 17, which led me to believe that...
You're right. My bad. Thank you.
Unless you want to fight that guy again and deal with the worm.
Do I have to restart to get back out? I think I have to die. I'm gonna go to suicide real quick. I think once I kill the big spider, I might be able to leave the room and despawn the baby spider.
Hey, little guy, come here.
Alright, Nemesis, you gotta kill me. Do it fast.
I love you too.
I like when he does that. Man, when you want him to kill you, he doesn't get on with it. There we go. Squish my head.
Resident Evil.
Icarus gets confused by the meows. Poor kitty. We currently play a video of cats meowing to get Ben to come up on the bed at night, if we haven't seen him in a while. Alright, let's do all this again. Let's bring the pistol with me this time. Actually, let's just not do anything with the pistol. I could just grab all those herbs. I don't think I need anything from the hallway out there. I'm gonna watch this. Thank you. Have patience, Marty. I'll try to get as much as I can done here before we hit time, so I can save without wasting an ink ribbon. The God of Time is etched under the keyhole.
Who's the god of time?
It's a really good question. It's not Kronos. He's the god of eating babies. Do. I doubt that that's a complicated Witness-style music puzzle. Read this already. Clock tower map. Alright, let's go deposit all of this stuff. Run outside and grab all of the potions. I guess that's why there's all this, so many blue herbs here because of the spiders. I guess I have to fight that room full of 3 wall-crawling monsters again, which is not super fun. Because last time I did it, I actually turned out pretty well. Didn't have to use too many resources. But then I blew up a thing on the wall without knowing what it was, and lost all my progress. It was very sad. Let's get and deposit the herbs. Don't think there's anything out here but herbs and annoying
and ravens.
Get off my face! Oh my gosh. Overshot the green one. I only got bit the one time, so it's not too bad. I don't think I should have to go out there again. Bring the pistol with me this time so I can blow up that thing on the wall without using shotgun shells.
You can't do a save state with this one?
No, this is the PC version of the game. Have to deal with the limited saves. Oh shit, I went the wrong way! And I took some unnecessary damage.
Why are they on fire?
Because of the big crash.
Oh, you crashed the cable car into the clock tower.
Into the building, yeah. Still on green health. Did I listen to the bad sounding one? No. I'm gonna do that real quick, just in case there's an event flag associated with listening to it. Well, it's up, down, up, and then the bad one is down, up, down, down, up, down. Dud dud. Dud dud chicka da ba. Dud dud. Don't suck out my spinal fluid! I only have so much of that! Get out of my face! This is going much worse than last time. Oh, I gotta reload! Okay. Yellow health. Might actually not be any reason for me to come in this room. I think it just gets me back outside. Yeah, I think this room is avoidable. Well...
Tell that to future Marstead.
Yeah. In that case, I might not save. I might just try to gather as much information as I can and start next session by doing all this and not go in this room. Wait, no, maybe it does connect to other rooms. It might be a one-way locked door. And there's this weird room with the piano, and we know Jill can play the piano from Resident Evil 1. Okay, I needed to go this way. Never mind. I will try to make some more progress and save. I'm going to try to kill the spiders, and then I'm going to go save. Right, time. There's another saver? There is an altar. Oh, can I combine those clock tower keys? Screw-shaped ornament to put a round object. Bezel key. Oh god. In a save room? Well, we'll just go for it. If we die, we die.
You don't want to save?
No, because I only have so many saves. Okay, it's just regular zombies. Yeah, a twofer. That's nice. Don't move all fast all of a sudden. What the hell, dude? And go ahead and kill the spiders. Then we'll try to save if I survive. Oh god. He's back, isn't he? See if that despawns the baby spiders. Looks like it.
That's a neat little trick.
So I can't reach it from here. I think I got them both. Alright, let's save. I didn't get poisoned, right? Nope. Okay. I've got 3 ink ribbons. So I didn't lose a ton of save time by saving here. Alright, future Marstead, your codes are up, down, up for the good one, up, down, up, and down, up, down for the bad music box. You just gotta explore this building and killed a bunch of enemies last time. Good luck and Godspeed. Thanks folks for hanging out. I'll let you know what's coming up for the rest of the week.